Hello to my Leos. This is Queen Moon Ra coming to you with your weekly reading. This reading is going to be for September 10th through the 18th. Okay, let's get right on into it. I've already pulled these cards for you all. For those of you all who've been with me from the very beginning, thank you, and welcome. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. All right, we're going to just dive right on in. Let's first set an intention for you all. So if you all have been with me from the very beginning, you recognize this setup here. All right, let's get it, Leos. Let's get it. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Sending you all lots of love and light your way. Don't forget to get outside and get some sunshine. As you see your card here, the sun card, right? Your strength and the sun card, right? So, all right, this is going to be an inspirational reading for you all, Leo, so take your notes if you like. Let's set an intention here. Let's see what is going on with the goings-ons. Every word I speak is with love, truth, and good intention, okay? That's right, love, truth, and good intention. Let's get down with the get-downs. All right. So, like I said, this is going to be for the week of the 10th through the 18th, Leos. And we just had the 9/9 portal. And we also had the full moon, so full blood moon, right? So, I put some information on my Instagram and on YouTube Shorts as to why you don't want to sit out your gemstones and crystals during this cycle, right? We had a full blood moon, but just during this cycle. And the 10th would be kind of like we're still in the full moon phase, right? So the first card that came out for you all is the strength card here, okay? That's the first card that came out for you all. And so how fitting, this is your card, Leos, right? And so this week you're called to embody inner strength, courage, and patience. Your calm persistence will overcome any challenges that you have. So, you know, just like I said, just tap into that inner strength that you all have. And then we have the 4 of Cups here. You know, you may feel bored. This is a challenge for you all because the strength card is a present situation. So you may feel bored because you're so used to putting on your super Leo cape, racing to everybody's aid. But so sort of saying, sit down somewhere. You know, you may feel bored, uninspired, or disconnected this week. The challenge is to notice the opportunities being offered to you instead of focusing only on what's lacking, right? So Source is trying to balance some things out for you all. And so constantly in that masculine energy can become toxic masculinity versus divine masculine, especially if the divine is saying, Leos, sit down, be in receiving mode, like learn how to be in receiving mode. That can be depressing for some people. You're a fire sign, you're ready to get going. And so it's like, no, I need you to sit down because I need you to learn how to be in receiving mode because you're trying to discipline yourself to receive whatever it is that you prayed for, right? And so we also have, like I said, and so the past influences for you has been magician energy, right? And so recently you stepped into your power to manifest and create. So your past efforts at shaping your reality are still influencing this. So somebody may have told you, just keep busy. But that was a distraction for you. So when you feel like your back is against the wall, you're so used to popping out, like think about it. Like you poured out everything and you're like, okay, I poured out I need to do something about something. I need to do something. So it's like, no, just sit down somewhere, right? Everybody remember their elders saying, sit down somewhere, right? So somebody is sitting down. Somebody is really learning how to be in receiving mode and not always in this busy mode all the time. Because how is it that you're going to be able to receive? We're constantly in sending and receiving mode, constantly. You're sending out all kinds of messages, verbal, nonverbal, written. I mean, there's many different ways of communicating. But yeah, this is a magician card. This is Mercury here. And so that's your past influences. That somebody in your past, 2 energies in your past told you just got to keep going, no matter what, like a machine until you become toxic, until you miss something. And somebody go, how in the world did Leo miss that? Like you rule by the sun. How in the world did you miss something, right? If you rule by the sun, if the sun illuminates everything, how did a Leo miss something, right? Because it goes going. So whoever's in your life that's always telling you to keep going, not really inspiring you to just kind of sort of sit back, relax, take some things in. You prayed about some things, some information is coming to you, whatever you pray for, job, whatever you pray for. So source is trying to teach somebody how to get away from that going, constantly just going on the go all the time type of energy. So, the future influences is the wheel of fortune, right? And so change is coming, Leo. The wheel turns in your favor, bringing shifts in fortune and unexpected opportunities. See, there you go. This is about balance. This is really, really about balance. So those of you all who have had an opportunity to take my free tarot card classes for the past 2 years, like I said, if you've been tuned in, this looks like the original spread, or kind of like the original spread without the, logo in the background there. But a lot of people have asked me to teach while I'm reading, and so we did that for the past 2 years, channeling your energy, all of that within the cards. That's why I've been saying, if the reading doesn't resonate with you, it resonates with somebody. They may not be able to respond. They may not be able to put comments below. So send out blessings, send out prayers to people, send out whatever, good vibrations, good energy, love and light to whomever that it could apply to, even if it doesn't apply to you. So yeah, the wheel is spinning in your favor because something was fated to happen. Something was fated to happen. Whatever it is you've been praying for, something was fated to happen. Something is coming to you. Something is coming to you, right? And so here we have your conscious goal is, the King of Wands here, right? So you're aiming to lead boldly, to step into authority and vision. This card shows you striving to embody confidence and inspire others, right? So somebody is already, source is trying to bring somebody out of that lion's den mentality, ready to pounce on something, right? This this is your unconscious. So the conscious goal is to be at the forefront, right? I keep telling Leos, don't turn down your light, because being around people who's, you're doing too much, those are the people that need to go, because doing too much, how? Can you explain how I'm doing so much? And so source is saying, somebody should be able to explain it. Like somebody should be able to help you to balance it out. That's the whole purpose of when I talk about like twin flame energy. A twin flame, which people only maybe meet once in a lifetime, versus a soulmate, that's where you have soul tribe, soul community, is a person who is going to inspire you spiritually, right? They're inspiring you in a spiritual way. It's not in a like we're in competition, so I'm going to force you or make you do a certain thing, right? And so source is saying to you, you're learning about how not to do an injustice to yourself. You're learning how to not do an injustice to yourself when you walk away and you leave your power, because you haven't recalled all parts of yourself. You're leaving fragments of yourself out there from pouncing somewhere. Y'all know what I'm saying? I got to give you a visual. Like a lion in a fight, right? And they're just scratching and all of this other stuff. And you see hair all over the place, and you just leaving fragments of yourself in spaces where it's making it easy for people to do things to you in the spiritual realm, right? And so source is saying to you, it's time to really learn how to sit back, relax. Really take it all in. Pull your birth chart. Pull your birth chart, please. Find out what your moon sign is, because your back is against the wall. You want to tap into source inside of you, right? And the advice here for you all is going to be the Justice card, right? So stay true to your integrity. Make fair, balanced choices. Karma is at play. What you give is what returns. That's the reason why you want to sit back. What you give is what you return. What is returned, right? So 6 of Pentacles here is generosity, support. This is the external influences, right? And so generosity, support, or help from others may appear. This could be financial aid. This could be mentorship. This could simply be kindness extended your way. Again, keep trying to tell Leos. People keep trying to give Leos their flowers while you all are alive. Not try to put it on top of a casket box. Trying to give you your flowers. Be in receiving mode. Money is a form of energy, right? So if you got people in your life that's not giving you compliments, that is money. That's money in the bank. That's your universal bank coming back at you, right? Somebody saying, I really do appreciate you. You don't know what you've done for me in my life. You don't know how these people are going to show up in other ways in your life. And that's what Source is trying to get somebody to realize. And so with the Nine of Wands, this is your hopes and fears, right? And so you may fear exhaustion or feeling like you're fighting alone. But this card right here also shows your resilience and that you're closer to the finish line than you realize. So whatever you've been doing, you're closer to the finish line. And the outcome for you is promises of joy, clarity, and success. So by week's end, the light breaks through, bringing positivity and recognition, right? So again, this reading is for the 10th through the 18th. And so Leo, this week is all about getting rooted in your natural strength and not letting discouragement distract you. And so the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, these two cards here, Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, show powerful breakthroughs, while the Justice card calls you to act with integrity. And so your perseverance will be rewarded with joy, clarity, and well-observed success, right? So if this reading resonates with you, share with someone who needs encouragement. As always, stay strong, stay focused, stay victorious, all of those things, right? So we got an intention there. So that's your word. That is your word. So it's just like, listen, if you can't balance it out, it's going to be real hard to be in receiving mode of really anything. Money is trying to come into somebody in the form of a compliment or like paper and coins, a raise. It's trying to come in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you've been going through a lot. And so your back is against the wall and somebody's just like, okay, I don't know what to do. So yeah, here you're on your path. You're on your path. So dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Fears and illusions. You never know where the wealth of information is coming from. You don't know where the money is coming from. Well, it's all coming from Source, right? But Source is saying, how are you going to know that if you just can't even relax? I mean, really, if you can't relax. Yeah. Somebody feels like something is there. You're connected to somebody who had a God complex. Somebody who feels like something is their way or the highway. And they're asking you to have their back. And Source is saying, you're going to sit back and see how Source is going to show you something. Source is trying to show you all something. When you're dealing with people who have a God complex, it's their way or the highway. It doesn't leave a whole lot of wiggle room for you, right? So patience. Yeah, patience is key. Patience is key when you're dealing with those types of spirits. If you work for somebody like that, or if you're in a relationship, friendship, or whatever, people it's their way or the highway. I just need you to have my back, Leos. I just need you to have my back. Source is saying that somebody sees you as opposition from the beginning, and it's their way or the highway. So you're waking up. Yeah, so lighten your load. You are going to be releasing all of that off of your shoulders. You carrying somebody else's world on your shoulders. Somebody wants a new world, and they're putting it on your back. And so Source is like, I didn't tell you to carry that. I didn't tell you to carry their world on your shoulder. You got your own stuff that you're dealing with. What are you carrying somebody else's world on your shoulder for? So expect some good things this week, because you're learning how to balance some things out. You're learning how when you feel like you're tapped out, you're learning how to tap into Source. Please pull your birth chart. Something is already fated to happen. So I don't know I don't know if these pictures are telling, but somebody may have arm tattoos or something. Could be you or someone else. Just looking at the cards here. All right, so drink more water as a form of self-care. Yeah, your ancestors are very proud of you. Your inner child is proud of you. You're protected by angels, whoever you are, right? So much better lies ahead. Do the mirror work. Do the mirror work. Dance around your home as if no one is watching. Follow your heart. You know what this looks like, Leos? This looks like you having people's back in reverse. Like basically like people want you to have their back, but they don't really have yours. And you're just now figuring something out, right? Because your default is to toss on a cape and go flying through the skies, right? your fixed sign. So you're fixated on doing that, right? And that lion's mane, you know, somebody give you a compliment on your hair or your, whatever, or how you keep yourself up. Oh, I really, somebody knows exactly what to say to you all. To placate you all. There's a difference between, like, because not all Leos are high vibrational, right? But somebody knows exactly what to say to you to get you all riled up, okay? And they've been knowing how to say that, something to you to get you all riled up. But put yourselves first, because that's when you're going to really start to see, when your back is against the wall, whoever you've been dealing with, when your back is against the wall and you finally say, no, I'm pouring into me, keep saying no and watch a different spirit come out. There it is. It's time to expand your brand. It's time to focus on you. Leos, I can't say it enough on my channel. Somebody failed at stealing your identity, right? Somebody's a succubus, right? You have a new attitude. It can be an elder in your family. It can be somebody younger in your family, whoever it is. But somebody has a succubus spirit, and they have that demon on them. They have that demon on them. They know how to, somebody hasn't been completely honest with you. That's why I said all you need to do is sit back and let some information come to you, because somebody knows how to cloak themselves in other energy. So in a strange sense, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out this reading because I just want to keep it straight on tarot. Like I said, I've been teaching for a couple of years, for people who have asked me to kind of sort of channel other energy. So I'm just doing a straight tarot teaching here, reading here. When you're dealing with people who know how to cloak in other people's energy in the physical sense, it looks like, how like little kids may look up to their dad, little boys may look up to their dads, and they put on their dad's suit jacket, and the suit jacket arms be like all the way extra long, or the shoes are super big, like you see these images of people who, they're cloaked in other energies. They're wearing someone else's other energy. In the spiritual realm, some people know how to do that too. So you could have had, let's say for instance, you could have had a dream about engaging in some form of intimate whatever with somebody, but it wasn't really them. It's like, okay, now that's really creepy. Really, that's just like freaking you out. So again, somebody is starting to recognize when you sit back and you start to tell people no in the physical, you're going to see a different spirit come out, Leos. Source is trying to show you all something. So on my channel, like I said, for a couple of years, I went down to a lower frequency to help people see there's some people are going through some stuff. So I'm bringing it back up to the original tarot readings here. So, all right, 144. It's time to connect. Communicate with the divine. There it is right there. So your angels are urging you to make a connection with the divine in your daily life. They want to strengthen your ability to communicate on a high vibrational level. Sit in meditation right now with the hands on your crown chakra, the top of your head, and envision yourself opening up to the wisdom of the divine. In other words, what you're dealing with, Leos, is an energy that is very impatient. And when they get impatient, they are aggressive, not assertive, right? And they want to hurry up and rush things, and they want to manifest things fast, but they have zero patience whatsoever. They have zero patience. So that's the kind of spirit that you're dealing with. And so if you're dealing with somebody who looks at your lifestyle and goes, whew, Leo's, I'm sure to have a nice car, have a nice home, a nice whatever you have, and I want Leo's lifestyle. I want to copy Leo's lifestyle, right? Some of these energies will use anything to speed up getting money, and putting people in survival mode, including their own kids. And so Source is saying to you, listen, You're starting to wake up to some things, but your best friend, Leo, is going to be saying no. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't hear anything else in this reading, your best friend is going to be starting to tell family members no. Start telling them no. No, I can't make it to this event. No, I can't make it to that event. I'm focusing on, and just be bold with it. I'm focusing on me today. Just be honest. I'm focusing on me today. What are you talking about? I thought we were going to do such and such. I'm just focusing on me today. It's all about me. Eventually you're going to hear how arrogant you are, how selfish you are. They're going to start, some people are going to start comparing how many times they've done something for you, and when they need you 1 or 2 times, you're not available to them. I'm telling y'all, we just had the 9-9 portal. It's time to start closing some things out. It's time to start closing some things out. Time to start saying no. That's going to be your best friend, Leo. Hopefully this is helpful, but expect some good news this week. Like I said, keep shining bright, Leos, but it's time to start saying no. Start saying no. Right? That's what I said. Every word that you speak is with love, truth, and good intentions. If you feel like you want to stay in the house and learn how to perfect your makeup, for real, I'm not even kidding when I say this. If you feel like, okay, this is the day I just changed my mind. Okay, maybe you were going to go out before, but if this is the day you say, I want to stay in the house, I want to learn how to perfect my makeup. I want to learn how to perfect tying a tie. I want to, look through, I want to look on the house hunting sites, and I want to put together my vision board. Watch how these energies, because some of these energies is their way to highway. You should be able to change your mind on a dime. Some of these energies, they don't like that. They don't like that at all, right? And make you almost feel guilty. You got to hit a guilt trip. And these are family members. We're talking about the 4th house. We're talking about family members. A Cancer could be involved in something. But Source is saying to you, some energies are not nurtured until they're getting their way. And it's time for you to wake up, right? I say Cancer could be involved, right? Doesn't mean that it is a Cancer, right? But it could be involved because Cancer rules 4th house, right? But somebody always wants you to have their back, but unless they're doing something, and the only way you're going to know this, Leos, and I'm going to go ahead and finish out with this. The only way you're going to know this is when you finally say no. You see a different spirit come out. It's either the way they look at you or some kind of action that they do that you all are going to go, oh, wow, I never saw that demon come out of that spirit. That's a spirit. That is a spirit. So I'm going to leave it right there. Hopefully this is helpful, but expect some good news this week. Learn how to sit back and say no. You don't have to lie. If you change your mind at the 11th hour, that's your mind to change. Just start saying no. All right. Bye.